Shamai everyone, today we'll be diving into a really important topic, the blended and remote learning policy, and we'll be looking at Coleg Cymru's policy on blended learning. This policy came into effect for FAVE, that's short for Further Adult Vocational Education. So let's start. So, according to Coleg Cymru, the aim is to provide flexible, inclusive and responsive learning system. They want to ensure that all learners have the opportunity to study both online and in person, so education can continue uninterrupted.
Keep an eye on that right hook, folks. Boy, Kenny, I can only imagine what the people inside this virtual call must be thinking. Whoa! Ouch! Frankie has hit the floor! Unconscious! What a punch from Bruno Capelloza!
It's all about preparing students for a more digital world, while still maintaining that all-important face-to-face teaching wherever possible. Like, not you. Nearly there. They also state that the goal of blended learning is to enhance learner autonomy, engagement and digital literacy, while ensuring that no learner is disadvantaged by remote or online study. So it's all about flexibility and ensuring that every student has the tools that they need to succeed. The sessions are planned and prepared to meet the needs of learners and the curriculum, ensure the diversity of our learners, their learning preferences, preparedness and the life circumstances that impact on learners' engagement with learning informs the design and the choice of blended learning and flexible delivery approaches. This policy was brought into effect back in 2020 at the height of COVID-19. Do you remember all those online team meetings?
I would be surprised if they do. Pardon me. My apologies.
What's this going to mean for the region?
My apologies.
In the Welsh Government's 2021 report, they highlight that their own blended learning policy provides greater flexibility for learners
and provides access to learning for all, regardless of the location or the circumstance. Basically, they want to ensure that learning doesn't stop because of disruptions like lockdowns or personal circumstances. So this system is more resilient.
Blended and remote learning policies have had a significant impact on educational institutions like Coleg Cymru. On one hand, the policy has pushed institutions to modernise and adapt to new technologies, which has had the potential to improve long-term educational outcomes. Schools and colleges now have to integrate digital platforms, provide staff training, and ensure that students can access online resources. For many, this has meant investing in new infrastructure, upgrading IT systems, and offering continuous professional development for teachers. However, these changes haven't come without challenges. Implemented blended learning has required a shift in how institutions like Coleg Cymru organise and deliver education. Teachers have had to learn quickly how to balance online and in-person teaching, redesign whole lesson plans for digital formats, and manage the technical side of online learning platforms. And this has added significant pressure, especially to those less familiar with technology. There is also the issue of digital access. Coleg Cymru, like many other institutions, must ensure that all students have access to necessary technology and support. Stating that no learner should be disadvantaged by a lack of access to digital resources. In summary, while blended and remote learning policy is pushing institutions toward a more flexible and future-proof educational model, it is also demanding rapid adaptation, significant financial investment and ongoing support for both the staff and the learners. For institutions like Coleg Cymru, it's a balancing act between the opportunities and the hurdles presented by this new way of teaching and learning.
High on speed,
And what about students in Wales? I can do this because I'm a student. Colega Cymru's policy highlights that blended learning enables the students to manage their own time and engage with materials at their own pace. They develop skills that will be essential for future careers, and this flexibility is appreciated by many Welsh students.
Turn on the record player. Come on, stop that motion. You're making me seasick. Oh, come on now, what is going on?
Many students find this helpful when balancing their studies with part-time jobs or family responsibilities, especially if they're carers. It allows them greater control over their learning journey, and for some, it's a huge benefit. However, as with everything, there are challenges, and one key issue with blended learning is that it puts a lot of responsibility on the students to stay motivated. While some students thrive on independence, others may struggle. Colega Cymru acknowledges this challenge in their policy and notes that students will need support in managing their workload and developing the self-discipline required for online learning. For some, this flexibility is empowering, but for others, especially those used to a more structured environment, can be overwhelming. So while this policy sets an ambitious goal and offers potential benefits, its execution remains tricky, especially when dealing with varying levels of digital access and differentiating with learners' needs. For some students, blended learning represents a positive shift towards flexibility, but for others it can be a struggle to stay engaged and to stay connected.
To be honest, once you are the potato, you can't get it off without leaving Zoom. So you're stuck with me. All right. Let me just check on my family first. See where are they? Mom, no, my baby. So stupid. All right, let's get serious. All right, time to get this thing off. There we go. All right.
Now, let's look how this policy is regarded by the institution and the teachers. Colega Cymru's fully embraced the policy, though it's clear the teachers have had to adapt fast. Colega Cymru's policy states that they provide ongoing support for staff to develop the digital skills to deliver effective blended learning. But not all teachers were tech experts before this. A lot of them have had to play catch-up. Some of the staff are excited about the possibilities, but for others, it's been a steep learning curve. There's also the challenge of engagement. Teachers find it tough to keep students fully engaged while they're attending remotely. One teacher I spoke to said, "You even feel like you're teaching into the void sometimes," which I think sums up it pretty well. The institution is supportive, but it definitely is a learning process for everybody involved. Following this, Colega Cymru's policy also emphasises the importance of continuous professional development to staff to help adjust to these new demands. The policy outlines that the college is committed to providing ongoing opportunities for staff. This ensures that teachers aren't left to figure it all out on their own, but have access to resources and guidance. However, even with this support, some teachers have expressed concern about their balance between in-person and online teaching. As they juggle both formats, there's been a real challenge in maintaining consistent engagement and ensuring that all learners are progressing equally. The policy also acknowledges this, stating that it is vital to develop innovative teaching strategies to keep learners motivated and actively participating in digital spaces. So there you have it. The blended and remote learning policy from every angle. The Welsh Government has laid out a solid vision for a more flexible, resilient education system, and Colega Cymru has been working hard to implement it. We've also explored the student and teacher experience in this brave new world of flexible education. Now, if you're like me and you're trying to find a bit of a signal up here to join a Teams meeting, I'm not really. But if you were, because apparently remote working, you can be at work anywhere in the world, even on top of a mountain, on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Wednesday. There's some windmills over there. I'll show you the Brecon Beacons. See Pen y Fan. There are some ups and downs. There's some distractions, and the dogs have been pains in my butt. I'll show you Pen y Fan now. 2 seconds. There you go. Look. Look how lush it is up here. Panaman. Bless you. There's Merthyr. We don't want to look at Merthyr, we want to look at Panaman. So thanks for coming on this trek with me today, both through the policy and, well, up an actual hill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, you can learn from anywhere these days if you've got enough signal. And maybe don't take the dogs up a mountain when you're trying to make a call, because they do distract you. Look at him, he's so cute. Thank you, bye-bye.